And we're back, and tonight is our Black Cult Fest 5 pre-fest coverage here on Metal Messiah Radio. And tonight we're bringing you a few interviews with some of the bands, and right now I have with us Kevin Nichols of Led By Serpents. Welcome to the show, Kevin.
Hello, everybody.
So, Kevin, tell people a little bit of the history behind Led By Serpents.
Well, it started out in like 2010. I got some guys together, we switched out a lot of, members and stuff. And during like 2012, I got the two guys I got with me sitting right now here with me. Hi, Jet! They say hey. But I got these guys, and they've been, so much about it, just as much as I am. And I'm like really impressed, with the outcome of what we've been doing for the past year and a half. And getting the album out and the EP that we're doing, working on a full length. And, things are just running smooth, a lot smoother than, a lot of the things I've been, covering for.
So Kevin, so what are those two guys' names? Do they got names?
Yes, they have names. I guess I'm just going to use their stage names, Hydrus and Kamak.
Mm-hmm.
And also known as Chris and Daniel. So, they're looking at me like, you son of a bitch.
Kevin, you have a new EP out, so tell people about that.
Well, it's pretty much our first, thing we've gotten together as a full lineup with our bassist Daniel. He came in about a year ago and fulfilled the bass duties, and it's with he's vocals. He's mainly doing vocals, and also Chris. And they've been. This is pretty much like the lineup and the sound that we've been looking for. For what we got going, it sounds pretty damn good. So
It does. So Kevin, is this going to be this lineup's first live show?
No, this will be like our 23rd show, actually. But it's definitely a good show. Like, Black Cult Fest. I've done it like twice with other bands, but this is the first time we played Black Cult Fest, and we're looking forward to it.
And now, speaking of the EP again, the drums sound like super killer on it too. So how long have you been drumming, Kevin? And what is the kit that you are currently playing on?
I've been playing off and on since I was like 4. I got my first drum kit when I was 4. My mom got it for me for Christmas or some shit. And, it's been off and on. And then I took it really like, full head on about when I was 16, and I use D-Drum, the Diablo kit, punk something, I guess. I don't know. It's called like the 7-piece punk or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I use what works, I'm not too much of a gearhead, if it works, it works.
And Kevin, what can people expect when they go to this Black Cult Fest, seeing that you've been there before?
Pretty much a good lineup. That's all I can say. As far as I've been like playing with like the last two shows that we did the last couple of years, it was with Secret She Kept. I dare not say the name, but whatever. But I was pretty much just cover banding,
Mm-hmm.
with that project, and I've been wanting to do my own thing, and it's about time that I got to stretch out and do my practice. Other than follow upon other people's beats and stuff like that.
Right, so it's got to be fun for you. And what's the black metal scene like in Florida nowadays, Kevin?
Black metal in terms, a lot of people have different, meanings for it, dude. Like, I've grown weary of it.
Mm-hmm.
When people are like, black metal, it's like, I get it. But at the same time, it works for me as much as it doesn't work for me. It's just another corner, But I try to expand, I don't try to like paint myself in a corner, when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to music. I just like extreme shit, whether it's black metal, death metal, there's some grind, That's it.
So Kevin,
I'm not very good at these interview things.
that's okay. So Kevin, what time is your band going on? Do you guys know and what stage and all that stuff?
I do know we were going third from last.
And we're the main stage.
And we're on the main stage.
Okay, that's cool. And now, are you guys going to bring any kind of merch or anything with you?
Yes, we'll have T-shirts, CDs. So that's the basics. We don't have any keychains or any bullshit like that.
Could be the new EP.
But we'll have the new EP out. We'll have the new EP, physical copies. We're out of Karmic Execution at the moment. We're getting more of those ordered within the next month. So yeah, hopefully we have those in time too. But it's looking slim.
So
the next 2 weeks.
Kevin, with the new EP out, and I know it's been circulating around a little bit, what have been some of the early reviews and stuff, comments that people have on it?
Very good. Like, from what I've been getting, people have been saying, it's amazing. Even our live shows, we played two new songs the other night, last Saturday at the Brass Mug at Hellgore Fest, and, people were just, it was amazing. Like, the response, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just like, They like it, I suppose, I mean, we like it a little bit more. I mean, we're trying to, just do it for ourselves pretty much. But, what the people like, it's just a bonus, So,
hey, Kevin, what are, some of the struggles for you guys as far as the band and trying to get this music out there?
Money!
Money.
I need more money!
I mean...
Could it be money?
If it's business-wise, yeah, it's money. But, I mean, it's actually, people not paying attention, I think. People need to pay attention to a little bit more local bands or the underground scene, whatever the scene is. I mean, I really don't even like using that term. But, people should just pay attention to where, true talent lies and not fucking buy into, mainstream shit, It's like, you got a lot of big bands out there that are doing well for themselves, and congratulate them. But there's a lot of talent that's missing, people are missing out on a lot of really good, true talent that's out there that's just not out in their faces, and a lot of people can't afford, for promotions or anything like that, so they do everything themselves. And even that gets you to a certain place due to the restrictions on Facebook and social media and bullshit like that. So it's the best response is every time we play live, we gain fans more than we do online, promoting ourselves. So we just keep playing more and more, 110% every fucking night.
Well, that's what you got to do. You got to get your band out there. You got to play live so people see you. And that's what you guys are doing. And I've been hearing a lot of great things, about the band from people that have gone to see you. I haven't seen you, but I do have the EP, and it is awesome,
Thank you.
Even better than some of the main, I hate to use labels too, but even better than some of this new music coming out from these, well-known bands, it's just different.
Absolutely.
I mean, because you guys got this, black metal ish edge, but you're not really you can't really be labeled a black metal band because there's more to you. You're a little more complex, you know what I mean?
We confuse people, it's great because that's what it's all about. We are when we are on stage, we're pure chaos. We open up and people get confused by, what we play, they don't know whether to call it black metal or tech death or whatever. It's death metal. And it's good because it's we don't really care for genres or labels. We do what we do, and it's extreme. We let loose, and that's it, And
it's fun to listen, just to listen to. I mean, besides going to the live shows, you really can't beat those. But even just to listen to it, it's kind of fun because it's different, Kevin. It's not the same old cookie cutter, old school Florida death metal band or whatever, So
and I love old school death metal. I'm good friends with a lot of well-known bands here, and it's that helps the drive too.
They're awesome.
Much, but dude, it keeps us going because as long as they're showing up for shows and shit, and we get respected in that way, and it feels really good. It's, fire feeds the fire.
Yeah, and it's kind of refreshing to have all of it, though. You know what I mean? We love our old school death metal from Florida because that's where it came from, that's what you got, or as far as I'm concerned at least, that's the birthplace of it all. They're still going strong down in Florida. You guys are still going strong down in Florida. And Kevin, what's the best site that people could go to learn more about the band, where you're playing, where they could pick up the EP and all that kind of stuff?
I would say if you want to pick up the EP as far as a digital download, you can go to Bandcamp. We're on Bandcamp. And if you want to find out about events and follow us, just follow us on Facebook. Sad to say, but that's where we're at. We have an official website. It needs to be updated, but I doubt most people would even visit it. And we are on Instagram, too.
Oh, there you go. So
you can follow us on Instagram.
So you guys looking forward to this year's event then?
Oh, yes. We are well prepared. We are going to probably be going through the songs right after this interview. But yeah, it should be a good year actually. We're working on a full length as well, because this EP is just the breaking point. The guitar player's already got songs written. We're working them in, and we should have this out by at least latest November, December. Something to end the year with something powerful.
Well, then we have something to look forward to at the end of the year. And, there you guys have it. Kevin and his band, led by Serpents, will be appearing at this year's Black Cult Festival in, well, not technically Miami, but we'll just say Miami, Florida, on the 14th. Right. And Kevin, thank you for taking the time to do this with us tonight here. And you and the guys have fun. And they were so nice and quiet back there. So thank you to them, too.
Thank you! I said thanks.
Thanks, Jet.
You're welcome. Okay, you guys have a great night and have fun at the fest.
You too, Jet. Thank you so much.
And we're back, and tonight is our Black Cult Festival 5 pre-fest coverage here on Metal Messiah Radio. Tonight we're bringing you a few interviews with some of the bands, and right now I have with us John Astaroth of Pecado. Welcome to the show, John.
Hello, guys. I'm sending you grades from here, from the cold Canada. Expecting to be there very, very soon.
So, John, give people a little history about your band.
Okay. My band, I did create the band like 8 years ago now. And I have had several changes in the lineup. Yeah, I did start like playing like technique death metal, and when the years passed by, I did find like another way to play, mixing a little bit the black metal with the death metal, and that's Pecado nowadays.
And what is the current lineup of the band, John?
Okay, my drummer is Ian Walsh, and Don Stenhouse in the bass.
And John, what can people expect to see and hear when they go to a Pecado show?
Okay, we are transmitting like a kind of energy, like with this mixing that we are doing now. Black and death metal is a very, very good mixing, and you guys can expect a lot of energy, like a thunder.
All right. And what kind of like subject matter does your music deal with, the lyrics?
Okay, that's most of all religion.
Mm-hmm.
Religion, bad religions.
Mm-hmm.
I hate religions,
mm-hmm.
to be honest. So I did past several bad moments in my back home
mm-hmm.
with fake priests, with bad religions, and I did study the Bible, and I did realize that we are like kind of alone here in this world. So everything is about religion, most of all.
And now, like we were saying, you guys are going to be playing at this year's Black Cult Fest 5. Is this your first time attending the fest?
At the best? Yes, it's the first time. We were playing in Washington like 4-5 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
We were in Tri-Cities playing, and it was so cool. Good bands.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is like one of the most important shows for us.
And now, is this your first time playing in Florida, or have you played there before?
No, this is the first time in Florida.
So you're looking forward to that, huh?
That's good, for sure.
Now, do you know what stage you're going to be on?
What stage?
Yeah.
Main stage.
And how long is your set going to be?
It's gonna be like 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now, are you guys going to bring some merch down with you?
Of course. We are making our new T-shirts, and we are bringing our several CDs with us as well, and some stickers.
Mm-hmm. And now, what else is the band up to this year? What else you got going on for the year, John?
Sorry?
What else do you have going on for the year for the band as far as shows and what you guys are up to?
Oh, sure. We have another show in Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Not confirmed yet, but it's like 90% confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
We have a tour here in Canada as well, and we have to record our second CD for the people because we are almost run out from CDs.
And John, what are some of like the best sites for people to go to learn more about the band and find out what shows you are playing and that kind of thing?
Okay, I think we are creating now the web page, but we are handling a lot the Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
This is for now is like our main. I would say like way to find us.
Okay, well that's great. And there you guys go. John, thank you for coming on the show tonight and telling us a little bit about your band, and have fun at this year's fest.
Thanks so much. Anyways, I came here with my drummer if you want to talk to him.
Oh, sure. So what's your drummer's name?
Okay, Ian.
Yeah.
Ian.
Obsidian.
So Ian, going to the fest. So is this going to be your first time, that far south in the States?
Yes, it will. We're playing shows at least, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And now I heard that you guys were tagged on to another show in Florida as well?
Yeah, we're just finding out that later today, so hopefully that'd be neat too.
So that will extend your Florida stay.
I believe so, yeah.
So Ian, how long have you been playing drums?
Me personally, about over 10 years now.
And is this what have you been doing before you were in Pecado?
Oh, I was in numerous bands, probably pretty underground. One band called Kvlt was probably the biggest one I was in. But some other smaller bands, but this is the biggest band I think I've been in that really pushing us where we want to go.
And now, have your other bands been the same type of music?
Mostly it was just black metal. This is kind of really touching both death and black, this band, Pecado, so I kind of enjoy kind of mixing both genres.
And what kind of kit are you currently playing on, Ian?
I am on a D drum right now. It's a hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty nice.
And again, so you're looking forward to the festival as well.
Of course.
And, I'm sure everybody's looking forward to seeing you guys because, you don't get down there, and it'll be a special treat for everybody. And I'm going to let you guys get going. But again, thanks to both of you for coming on the show, telling us a little bit about yourselves and the band. And boy, have fun down there. And I'm sure you'll stay nice and warm down there. So make sure you bring your shorts.
All right, great.
Thanks so much, Jane.
And we're back, and tonight is our Black Cult Festival. It's the 5th year they're doing it. This is our pre-fest coverage here on Metal Messiah Radio. And tonight we're bringing you a few interviews in some of the bands. And right now I have with us Profana of black metal band Wormreich. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Jan. It's always been a pleasure talking to you. Hello, everyone.
So tell people a little history behind the band.
Well, since I know that we are limited on time, I won't go too much into it. But if you want any in-depth type thing, you can always go on our Facebook page, and it gives the full, bio for everything. But we started in 2009. This is before I joined the band, which was right around New Year's of 2012. But I was on the last album, Worm Cult Revelations, and the one we are currently working on now of The Elixir of Death and the Void.
And so how's work going on the new stuff right now?
It is going extremely well. We are in Crow Alter Studios. The engineers are Paul Golden, and Lance Wright has also stepped into the picture, and excuse me, who produced the last Bloodstained Dusk albums. And he's got quite a resume himself. But I won't go into all that once again with the whole time restraint. Then the other big news for the album would be Mick Henney from the infamous Barrack Studios will be stepping in to do all of the mastering on the new album, which we are extremely excited about. Especially after hearing the latest Annul Mothrock album. Unholy fucking shit. Yeah, I can't wait to get it back from them. But that would really, say everything right now with the new album and all. We are currently shopping, for labels. We do have some label interest, some which are higher up on the scale, so to speak, but I do not want to go into anything like that until I have something solid.
And so this year, like we said, you guys are playing the Black Cult Fest. Now, is this your first year playing the fest, or have you played it before?
No, this will be our first year. We were invited one other time before, but that was right around the time of the wreck, and we were not in the shape to play. But, we are very much looking forward to playing, this festival. A lot of amazing bands that were handpicked, for this, and to get to play with Profanatica. I've been friends with Paul Ledney for a very long time. In fact, he used to come over to my house when I lived in New Jersey, and we would jam on drums and shit together. So he and I have a little bit of history. I used to hang out with him at his old apartment with his old manager and everything. And he had given me a bunch of Profanatica, like merch and stuff like that, like old demos, unreleased stuff and all. But we just recently got in contact here again, and I do know that they're going to be using some of our equipment and all, which we're more than happy, to let them use for the festival. And Ira, another good friend of ours, who is also the main promoter for Black Cult Fest. We're basically just trying to help each other out. So
when was the last time you saw Profanatica play?
Well, they are the main headliner.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. Well, I know we're right before them, so I won't even have to break my kit down or anything. Albert agreed, they can use my entire kit and everything. From what I understand, they're being flown down, so trying to bring any type of drum, anything,
Yeah,
on
it's
the plane is
hard.
a pain in the fucking ass. So,
But when was the last time that you personally saw them play?
fuck. God damn. Let me see.
Long
Holy shit.
time ago.
Yeah, it'd be definitely a very long time ago.
So you must
In
be.
fact-
I was gonna say you must be looking
Yeah,
forward to that then.
90, 91.
Oh my
I'd
God.
say. And that was at, fuck, I don't even remember what the name of that fucking place was called or what, but it was someplace right around in New York. And we drove up to see them, and we were hanging out with them and shit. So
it's going to be a fun night, and like you said, they're going to be playing on your kit because, yeah, that's kind of a pain in the ass to come down there with all that, and it gets expensive, and at least you can trust him with your kit, Chris.
oh yeah, and he's around, not as tall as me, but he's pretty close, so he won't have to do too many adjustments.
Nice.
On the kit. But usually when I get invited to play another person's drum set or something like that, it is usually where I have to adjust quite a few things. I'm 6'2", and I know that most drummers are shorter, stockier, and everything, and I'm an exception to the rule. I guess I'm just a tall, lanky fucker. So
Chris, what time
it's
is your
hard for me to find a kit comfortable enough to play.
what time does your band go on?
I don't have the actual time right in front of me. I know is we are right before the main headliner.
Oh, there you go. So you'll be on pretty late. And how long is your
12 o'clock at top, something like that.
Yeah, how long is your set?
It will be right under an hour.
Oh, there you go. So it's going to be a nice amount of time. Now, are you going to pop in any of the new music in that set?
Possibly, yeah. Fuck it, I'll tell you. Yeah, we're going to do like at least 4 new ones. So.
Are you going to be bringing some merch down with you, Chris?
Yes. Yeah, we will have 4 different styles of T-shirts, 2 different types of pendants. Oh, the same one, different colors.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really about it. And plus the previous album, we'll have copies of those too. But nothing for the new one yet. No promos or anything like that.
That's okay. We can wait.
Cool.
So
But I'll be sending you some stuff too. So
awesome. So you're looking forward to this fest. You got the whole band coming down with you now. Are you all located from the same area, Chris?
generally located, yes. At one time, we were from 4 different states.
Right.
But now it's all limited down to 2, thank fucking hell. that was a pain, but we did it. You gotta do what you do. Fuck, I can't talk today. You gotta do what you have to do to get shit accomplished.
That's true. And Chris,
we're in this to the death. So.
What's the best sites that people could go to learn more about Wormreich, what shows you're going to be playing, and how they could keep up with you and the new album and all that kind of thing?
Right now, we have pages on Facebook, and we have stuff on SoundCloud, on Twitter. Yeah, we have pretty much everything associated with any type of social media. It can be found pretty easily. We're really about to step things up in that department and really start, hammering things out, especially with what's going on with the new album and everything, getting everything prepared and just basically letting the masses know what we're up to and what's about to happen.
Well, there you guys go, and thank you, Chris, for coming on the show tonight and telling us a little bit about Wormreich and what you've got going on. Have fun at the fest, and again, once your album is out there, you're welcome to come back on the show with the band to tell us all about what's going on.
Thank you very much, and we look forward to that.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Metal Magdalene with Jet radio show here on Metal Messiah Radio. Today is the Black Cult Festival 5 pre-fest show that we are sponsoring once again this year. Now, on tonight's show, we will be playing music from the fest, presenting some information, and doing a few little interviews with some of the festival bands to introduce you to them. And right now, I have with us the headliners of this year's fest. I have Paul Ledney of Profanatica. Welcome to the show, Paul.
Thank you.
Okay, Paul, so where is this band based out of?
Two of our guys are in Chicago, and I'm in Connecticut right now.
And when did you start this band out?
1990.
No, not a whole hell of a lot of black metal bands out at that time up around where you're from. So what were the early days like for the band, and how did this all get started, Paul?
Okay, the early days it was mostly death metal back then, but something I always talk about with the new second wave of black metal is that, in our opinion, the first death metal was black metal. You had the Hellhammer EP, Possess Seven Churches, and the first Sodom EP. So to us, that was black metal. And somewhere along 92 or 93, I feel there was some kind of split, and people started calling the phony baloney, as I like to say, like folk-based music that the Europeans are very fond of. They started calling that black metal, and anything heavy, they were calling that death metal. So I guess back then we were, as part of Incantation, and all the riffs were supposed to be evil riffs, but also kind of crushing too, with dark themes, and I wanted more of like a Sarcophago style influence, and they just wanted to become more, straight on death metal, which was still dark. If you listen to Onward Golgotha, it's still dark. But I don't know, that was like a weird kind of split that happened in 92. And I still don't agree with it. I still think that the real shit is the heavier shit, and most of the people that I come in contact with are my age or around my age. They know that to be true. Right? Does that make sense?
It does make sense. And you mentioned a little bit about some of the other types of black metal. So how do you think, in your opinion, that the U.S. black metal differs from, say, the Swedish and Norwegian black metal?
Okay, so sorry, I'm outside and the wind is blowing, so it's making some noise.
It's great atmosphere.
Yeah, I think that, well, it's not even that I think, I know it to be true. So when we say U.S. black metal, we're really talking more about a style rather than a location of where they're from. Because a lot of people are saying, oh, U.S. is just a copy of like what Europe's doing, and it is. It's most of those bands I wouldn't consider U.S. black metal. Like I could name a few, like Demon Sea is U.S. black metal. You could call Inquisition U.S. black metal if you want, but a lot of the other bands that don't have their own sound, it's kind of copying those bands from 92 or 93. So, I mean, like Archgo from Finland, they're friends of ours, and that kind of sounds American because of like the heaviness to it. Right?
I think so, yeah.
So that is kind of like the vein that we're in, and of course Black Witchery, U.S. black metal. Somebody that is not, they could do their own thing, and they're not hung up on that second wave or trying to copy it. Right. And it's okay that they do. If they heard those bands and they want to make their own band sound like that, that's cool, right? They're free to do whatever they want. But and I'm not even saying that it's phony. It's just different. It's not kind of what we call U.S. black metal.
And now, Paul, what's your band's like ideology, and what do you write about? What are some of your musical stylings and lyrics and stuff?
Okay, so we, like, when I made the band, we made it so that we would always have this music and not really caring about if anybody liked it or not. It took a long time to catch on, and I guess I was fine with that because I didn't really we believed in our material a lot back then, so I wanted to take the triplet style riffing from Possessed Seven Churches, the Antichrist material from Sarcophago in Rye, and like the vocals heavily influenced me were from the Necrovore demo. So I wanted to kind of combine all that and then add a few of our own spices in and make it work. And I think, well, 95% of our stuff deals with, like, anti-religion, basically.
And what have been, like, some of the struggles that you guys have along the way that you've had to deal with?
God. I think, like, anybody will say that most of the struggles are their own fault. Back then I was more lazy and wasn't pushing it like I should have been. And this is like, I just was having a conversation with somebody in 1990. We did our demo, and then labels are starting to write in, let's do a full length. And looking back, I should have accepted that and said, let's do it. Like, I had no idea back then, like, how much power that would have to have, like, a full LP out, then play shows or a tour to back it up. And we saw these bands that I think were, like, from that generation were, like, mediocre at best, get propelled to, like, stardom because they just put a full length out. And back then, my way of thinking was, we have our demo. I don't care how long it is. It's really short. But I said, these two songs are fine. Like, everybody else could kind of F off. Like, this is enough. And it wasn't. You know what I mean?
You could have been big superstars. You could have been big superstars.
I know.
So tell us, right now, what's the current lineup in the band?
We're kind of floating bass players, depending on who could get off work, but it's me and Adam from Chicago. I feel I've got it pretty much exactly the way I want it now. It's taken a long time to get there, but in the past, I didn't work too hard at it. But it doesn't mean I didn't believe in the material. I kind of knew what we had. I knew it was special. It was very different from anybody else that was doing that. It just came out that way. We weren't trying to be original or anything at all. Because what I'm always been after, is that sameness in music. Like, it was kind of funny. I was watching an interview with Lars one time, and he said that he just didn't like that sameness. And I'm like, that's what I'm about, is that sameness. And it was kind of a bigger band that we just met on tour. That, of course, surprise, surprise, they changed their style but kept the name of the band. And I just kind of talked in front of them how I hate when people do that, and I went very gentle on this person. But hopefully it made them think a little bit.
How much touring have you done? How much touring have you guys done?
We just finished up 24 dates. It was our first tour ever.
Wow.
And we've never played more than 2 shows in a row. And I was like, oh, God, this is like going to be like, I don't know if I could do it.
You did it.
Our shows, our set's not that long. The longest we've played ever is, I think, like 43 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, so 2 people mentioned that. I think 2 club owners were like, I thought it was going to be an hour. And I'm like, I don't even want to feel good for an hour. You know what I mean? And I think that 20 minutes is the longest somebody usually could handle without getting another drink, just kind of standing there.
So this year, right, you guys headliners at the Black Cult Fest in Miami. Now, have you guys ever played down in Miami before?
No, first time.
Oh, well, that'll be nice.
I'm hoping the crowd is good. I think that's what it's about.
And, you know, are you going to be bringing, like, some merch and all that kind of stuff
Yes,
with you?
lots of good stuff.
Awesome. And now, how long's that set going to be, Paul?
44 minutes, I think.
44 minutes?
No, actually, it's longer. We're adding in stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's longer.
And what is going on for the band, like, for the rest of the year? I mean, do you guys got some more shows? Are you going to be working on music or any of that bandy stuff?
Yeah, we're doing a couple of more shows, some more Canada dates with, like, an all-star lineup, I think.
Oh, cool.
And we're in the studio now working on a split with Demon Sea.
Oh, nice.
It should be good.
Nice.
Go Friday to finish up vocals. And everything for us, I feel, has to be kind of natural.
And now you guys are the headliners for the festival, so of course you're going to be the last band on. And you're going to be on the indoor stage, so people can catch you on the main stage indoors. And, you know, if people want to learn more about the band, Paul, and keep up with where you're going to be appearing and when that split's going to come out and all that, what sites do you guys have?
Okay, I think just the Profanatica Facebook and the Hell's Headbangers page.
Oh, there you go.
Facebook and their main page. They're pretty good at getting information out there.
Awesome. Well, there you have it. Make sure you all check out Profanatica at this year's Black Cult Fest. They're the headliners, so you don't even have to get there early to catch them. It's on the 14th. And Paul, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the show. Tell us a little bit about the band and enjoy that Miami heat down there.
Thank you so much.